Hello there. Well, today's Friday. I hope you've had a great week and I hope you have an even better weekend. And this meal is going to be great. It's really easy to fix. It's really easy clean up. You know why? Because we're going to do a foil pack. It really goes good with summertime because it kind of has a little bit of a tropical feel to it. We're going to have some pineapple and mango and it's going to be delicious. But before we get started, just a little reminder, if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, make sure that you do that. And when you do, hit that little bell so that you won't miss one video that I put out. Also, you can go to my blog at www.cookitfor2, that's cookitfortwo.com. And on my blog, you're going to be able to find my recipes, stories, tips, just all kinds of good stuff, cookbook that I have. So be sure and go check out my blog, my website, and you can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and I think that's it. Can't believe it. So be sure, check all that stuff out and give me a shout out. Let's get started. I already have some of the things prepared. I went ahead just to save time. I've got our mango chopped, our pineapple chopped. We've got some red pepper, and then some other stuff we'll talk about as we use them. But what I am going to do right now is this is a poblano pepper. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cut this up because we're going to use this in our pouch also, or our bundle, whatever you want to call it. So what we want to do is with this poblano pepper, we're going to do just like we did with our red pepper. If you're not familiar with the poblano pepper, it has a little bit of heat to it. You know, some of them have more heat than others. You know how it is with peppers like jalapeno, serrano. You just kind of never know how much heat you're going to get. This is so fragrant. Oh my goodness, it smells so good. But we're going to add just a little layer of heat here, and we're going to use a poblano instead of a sweet pepper because we already have a little bit of sweet pepper that we're going to put in there. So you just want to cut them in, like I said, about an inch, good chunks there. All right, now let's swap out. And what we're going to do is I have 4 green onions. Let's go ahead and get these tips cut off. And what we're going to do with these is we're going to cut these in about an inch. You want to do them about an inch long pieces. And we're going to go all the way down as far as we can, you know, on the onion. We want all the green as well as the white. We are big onion fans. If you're not, you know, of course you can, you know, just put as much as you would like. But I'm going to go ahead and use as much of that onion as I can. Okay, now that is all of like our veggies that we're going to be using chopped up. The next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to put a plastic board here on my cutting board. I'm going to grab my chicken. Okay, you can see I have chosen to use thighs tonight. You can use breast if that's what you choose to use. I use breast most of the time, but we both really like thighs. And sometimes it's nice to have a thigh because they have a little bit more fat on them, a little bit more flavorful, juicy than a chicken breast. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to take our chicken and we are going to cut this into, again, about an inch size chunks. Now you can see I've kind of been marinating this for a little while. What I did was, and you'll see this goes along with our sauce we're going to use, I put some olive oil, some coconut sugar, and a little bit of garlic powder and soy sauce. So if you use the soy sauce, make sure that you go very light on your salt if you want to salt it at all. And then some pepper, because that soy sauce has a lot of sodium in it. So again, if you use the soy sauce, make sure you really go light on your salt. You know, if you need to salt it some more after it's prepared, you can do that. But if you get too much salt, it's not very good. All right, so I also wanted to tell you while I'm chopping away at this chicken, these originally, these are really foil packs, okay, that go on the grill. And that's how I had planned to do them. I was going to have the grill ready, or have Kyle have the grill ready, and we were going to do these on the grill. But where we live, it has been raining for a week, like solid every day. So I thought this morning, I'm just going to go ahead and do it in the oven. Okay. It was raining this morning, most of the afternoon. And guess what? Now the sun is shining. So, but we're still sticking with the plan to do them inside because our backyard is just a mess with water. And so that's the great thing about this. I love them because you can do them on the grill, you can do them in the oven, and they will turn out great either way. But in the summer, a lot of times when it's really, really hot outside, you just don't want to heat up your kitchen. So this is a great way to not do that. You can have a wonderful meal, but it's just cooked out on the grill. And that way, your kitchen stays pretty clean and it stays cool. So again, either way, I'm going to do them. I'm going to cook these at 350 in the oven, and they're going to turn out great. All right, we've got all the chicken chopped up here. Now we're going to start assembling. Okay, almost forgot about the most important thing, the sauce. We're going to get this together first, and then we will pour it over everything once we get it in the foil. So how we're going to make the sauce is we're going to use some soy sauce. If you rather use like coconut aminos, that's fine too. Again, I'm using soy sauce, so I'm going to be careful how I season this because I don't want too much sodium. Okay, here I have some apple cider vinegar. We're going to put some of that in there. All right, I have some. This is vegetable broth. You can use chicken broth. I like to use chicken broth, but I had a whole box of this in my fridge, and I didn't have a chicken one open. I didn't want to have to open a chicken one just for this. So vegetable broth will be just fine. Okay, this is some coconut sugar. I'm going to put that in here. Okay, and then I'm going to do our arrowroot powder last. And this is just like a clean version of cornstarch. So if you don't have arrowroot powder, that's fine. You can just use some cornstarch. Now, what I'm going to do with my ginger, I saved to this part to show you. We are going to just peel this. Move this out of the way. Just kind of peel you off a little section. If you don't have a potato peeler, you can do it with a knife. You can even use the back of a spoon, you know, the edge of it. But that should be enough for what we need in our dish. And I'll go ahead and grate that. I've just got a microplane here. And I'm going to go ahead and we want about 2 teaspoons in here. So, oh my gosh, I wish you could smell this. Woo, it is smells so good. My pineapples are disappearing. I don't know if y'all can see that in the camera, but I can see it. So, I think I have plenty though. I have extra if you want to eat a few more. I know this seems like a lot, but this is really, really fine. And we want about 2 teaspoons. And it all gathers right back here. So you have to kind of knock it off every now and then to get it to fall down into your mixture there. Okay. I think we're good because like I said, this is just really, really fine. All right. Now I have my whisk ready because when you add your arrowroot powder, you don't want to just let it sit there. You want to kind of go ahead and get to mixing so that it doesn't, you know, clump up. This is my red curry paste, and we want about a teaspoon of that in here. Now, if you don't like heat, you might want to be careful with this. You might want to add it, taste it, because this can be kind of spicy too. You know, if you've watched me long, you know Kyle and I, we both love the spice. So I always try to mention that to everyone because not everybody's like that. Okay. Oh my gosh. Can you smell this, babe? Oh, it smells so good. All right. That's that. I'm going to get things ready and we can get this assembled and in the oven. Now, what I did was, you don't have to use the pan, but I just like to. So I put my foil, I put a sheet this way and I put a sheet this way. All right. To make sure we have plenty of foil on our pan. So we're going to go ahead and put our chicken right in the center. I know this looks like a lot of chicken, but it's thighs and it's going to cook up quite a bit, which I may hold off. We'll see how that goes. All right, so we have our chicken. Now we're going to put our pineapples. And, you know, just to let y'all know, the cameraman said they're absolutely delicious. I had a few too many cut up here. I had a feeling somebody might be eating them, so I cut up some extras. Okay, now you see why I was telling you it was kind of like a tropical theme because we've got mango, we have pineapple, we have coconut sugar. Oh my goodness. Here's some green onions. Look at how beautiful this is. Oh, I love it. Look at this. Just look. I know. Woo, this is beautiful. Okay. I washed my hands really good after handling all the chicken because I am going to put a little bit of salt on our veggies and fruit. Got some pepper. We're going to do some garlic powder. Okay. Now, I have our sauce that we mixed up. So we're going to go ahead and pour this right over. Go ahead and kind of lift our foil a little bit just in case we don't want it to run over. Oh my goodness, this smells so good. Oh. All right, what you want to do is you want to take your pieces. Just do it, kind of do it slow. Bring your pieces up together. You know, kind of pinch them together so they'll stay up and shack together. Because we're going to try to not make a mess. But you know my nickname is Messy Missy, so no guarantees. I'm going to bring it together. And fold it over. Okay, keep that up so the juice stays in. Keep this side up. It's foiled, so you can pretty much get it to do what you want it to. You just kind of, you just want to make sure everything is closed. There's no big holes or anything. All right, now my oven is preheated to 350, and I'm going to put this in there, and it's going to cook for probably about, I would say, 15 to 30 minutes. We'll see. It just depends, on your chicken. That's the main thing. The timer has gone off. I believe it's ready, but I did want to make a couple of adjustments. I told you the wrong temperature. It's not 350, it's 375 if you're going to do it in your oven. And it's probably going to take it about 30 to 40 minutes, depending on your chicken. Okay, now look at this. Is that beautiful or what? Look at all those beautiful colors. The chicken, oh my goodness. My mouth is watering. Okay, so now we get to start plating it up. Instead of doing regular rice, I did some cauliflower rice. I'm not a huge fan of cauliflower rice, so I tried to spice it up just a little bit. So I added in some garlic powder, some salt and pepper, and some of my red curry paste. So Kyle has already sampled it. He said that it is
delicious.
All right, so let's go ahead. As usual, we are hungry, so we're gonna plate this up. Now, you don't have to use anything. I'm doing this cauliflower rice, but you don't have to do anything. Or you can do brown rice, jasmine rice, regular rice. You could do noodles. Just knock yourself out there. You do whatever you like and makes you happy. Yeah, exactly. Let me move those. All right, because I don't want to make a mess. All right, so what we want to do is we want to get a little bit of all of it. So we want chicken, pineapple, peppers, onions. Oh my goodness gracious. Look at that. Doesn't that look good? I love it because it's so colorful. Now I'm going to get a different spoon. I'll get my rice spoon because that spoon has holes in it, because we definitely want some of this juice to be drizzled on our plate. And if you noticed when I was showing you the chicken, I opened up the foil, all the juice is still in the pack, and my pan is really pretty clean. All right, so there's one. I'm going to go ahead and plate up another one, but you don't have to watch all that because we're just going to fix our plate and eat. But I did want to say thank you very much for watching. And like I said, I really do hope you try this. The recipe will be at cookitfor2.com. That's cookitfor2.com. Be sure and check it out, and all the other recipes. You might find something else that you want to cook up. Lord bless you.